Hi, this video is about social problems that people encounter when trying to grow or when trying to heal. So, one of the problems is loneliness. A lot of people don't have a support system. They want to talk to somebody or they want to spend some time together or be in a healthier environment, but they don't have anybody to talk to or to interact with. And this affects their mental health in many ways. Or another problem is that they are around people, but they still feel lonely. So the problem is still loneliness, like a lack of connection. So they are around people, but they feel insecure, or they are around unhealthy people. Either way, they feel that they can't be themselves, or they can't be treated in a healthy manner, or treat others in a healthy manner. Which leads me to another problem. Some people choose isolation, or they have no choice but to be in isolation because they can't maintain a relationship. They can't interact with others in such a manner that would be healthy, therefore, they are isolated. A lot of people have problems with boundaries and interact with other people who have problems with boundaries. Therefore, it results in relationships that are quite interdependent. One person is dependent on another person and vice versa. The second main problem is in some ways the opposite of the first problem, which is loneliness. The second problem is enabling. So you interact with people while trying to heal, while trying to grow, while trying to get support, and other people enable your unhealthy tendencies, your unhealthy behavior for many reasons. It doesn't matter to explore it here so much, but the result is that people agree with, co-sign your unhealthy behavior. And this is sometimes perceived as emotional or social or psychological support. You talk to somebody, you share your feelings, and people simply agree with you and say that you're always right. They don't challenge your unhealthiness. And this is, in many ways, even more harmful than loneliness. Enabling in general, by definition, means removing natural consequences for a person's actions. So, again, you can do whatever you want except choose the consequences. And if you are not allowed, or if you lie to not to accept or not to see the consequences of your actions, then this is unhealthy. This is not useful. A lack of support is definitely a problem, but at the same time, enabling others to continue with their unhealthy behavior is also a huge problem. Enabling is not loving, healthy behavior, even though sometimes it is recognized as such or perceived as such. An example could be that, let's say, I want to exercise and I do push-ups, or I try to pick up a barbell and I'm doing it incorrectly. My back is all crooked and my knees are not bent correctly. And people around me are telling me, you're doing great. Keep doing that. It's good. You're so muscular. You're doing so much better. This is not helpful. Maybe they're afraid of hurting my feelings, but this is not helpful. It would be better for them to tell me that I'm doing it incorrectly and hopefully showing me how to do it, or even if they don't know how to do it, just letting me know that I'm doing it incorrectly would be much more beneficial than enabling me to continue with unhealthy exercise because I will mess up my body. So the same applies to mental health. A common example is enabling an alcoholic. So if somebody drinks and you're making excuses by saying that they're just drinking every other day and they are not an alcoholic and it's just a little bit and maybe it helps them relax and all these things, this is not helpful, this is not useful, because the person is still continuing with their unhealthy, harmful, self-harmful behavior. It also applies on an intellectual level. If somebody has an idea or a belief that is incorrect and you're co-signing it, for example, I don't know, some women believe that all men are pigs or all men are rapists, and some other women or even men come in and agree with that. This is not helpful because it's not true. A person's thoughts impact their emotions and their behavior. So you are not helping them become more realistic, more resolved, and more rational, and more correct, and more healthy. It doesn't have to be about women. Some men say all women are whores or all women are liars, things like that. The same applies here. So these are the problems that people encounter when trying to get social support from others. One being loneliness and another one being enabling.